This is Late Night Health. This is the radio show that cares about the most important part of your life, your health. During the next hour, the insane Daryl Wayne and I are going to take a look at a couple of things. We may even do some weather reports from Daryl and my situation. We're here in Southern California, and it is raining and raining hard. It is really bad. I've had brownouts, and there's been thunder and lightning over where Daryl is. During the second part of our show, we're going to talk about a new company, and we're going to talk about diabetes and nutrition. During the first part of our show, we're going to speak with Dr. Paul L. Hanna. He's a medical doctor, and I think there was a light switch that went on in his head at some time, and all of a sudden, he's really great at diagnosing and telling people what's matter and all that. Dr. Hanna, welcome to Late Night Health.
Well, thank you for having me here. I'm very glad to be here so I could be of service to you,
Well, thank you. The name of Dr. Hanna's book is Remembering Qualities of Your Soul, Joyfully Living Your Godself. As a medical doctor, you grew up as a scientist. I mean,
Yes.
didn't you?
Yes. Yes, I did. But as you continue to expand your awareness and your consciousness and understand that everything is energy, you had to look at things a little bit different because we had realized there's one energy, one love. And so as I got deep into that, I began to look at things a little bit different as to how I can help people come back to a radiant oneness with themselves. So that took me back to another aspect beyond the physical body, I call spirit, I call soul, which is eternal. They go back to the oneness of everything, So once you become oneness, you realize that every human being that came on this planet have a responsibility. No one can breathe for Mr. Alyn. Mr. Alyn got to breathe for himself. So Mr. Alyn needs to learn how to be responsible. And so many people I found in the medical patients, they wanted the doctor to be responsible for them. And I said, some people might like that. I thought I was like, wasn't being responsible if I took all the responsibility for the patient. So I want to teach them how to be responsible, to get in contact with that, the eternal aspect of themselves. And once you respect that and become responsible for that, you begin to radiate, So that's how
one of the things that we talk about a lot here at Late Night Health is the fact that going to a doctor, whether it's any healthcare professional, it's a partnership.
For sure, it's 1,000% is a partnership. You got to understand it's a triadship. I call it a triad, And so it is the patient, it is the physician. There's a universal energy that you got to connect with. So when you connect with that triad, then you have some remarkable healing to take place. So if you look at just the doctor yourself, there's another force there. So I teach people to look at that triad that way.
There's something bigger than both of us.
Yes, much bigger than both of us. And yet, I tell people, look at the sun. That's one great sun that gives us energy, but so many rays come from the sun. And each one of us is an individualized ray. When you have the courage and the responsibility to look at that individualized ray, then when you individualize, you can radiate. Then you can align yourself. You can align yourself with that universal energy, that force to bring you back to your own health.
So I don't know what kind of a doctor are you? And do you still practice medicine?
For sure. I still practice. So let me say, I'll give you a little history about me. So I always liked the mind. So when I started with the medical school, I was very good at the internal part. And I said, I don't want to do internal medicine. They said, well, you're very good at this. I said, yes, but I want to do real medicine. Say, what's real medicine? I said, dealing with the mind. They said, wait a minute, you're wasting your time. I said, no, I really decided to be a psychiatrist. So, and also concurrently, I was also doing internal martial arts, the energy. And during that time, I began to get a different perspective of the mind, that I went beyond the personality to the soulality. Because a lot of this Western medicine and psychiatry is only dealing with the personality. It's not the depth of what we need to be dealing with. So it took me deeper and deeper. So from there, I became board certified in psychiatry. child psychiatry, adult psychiatry, and that wasn't enough for me.
Hmm.
I went to China to study acupuncture at Nanjing University. Before then, I went to Berkeley School of acupuncture for physicians. And I kept going deep and deep and deeper. Then I realized I can feel people and read people. And, you just have to look at things, how people can become more in tune to themselves. Because in tune to themselves, I want, as I said, to be responsible. Can you be responsible for that within you? And that's kind of a challenge on this planet right now because we're so connected to the third dimension. We're so connected to the sensation of attached to so many things that pulls you away from your originality, your complete soul self. So I had to bring people back to that, to be responsible for themselves.
When you came to the realization and went back to school to become an acupuncturist, how did your family react? They say,
Well,
hey, whoa.
Let's go back even before that. You got to realize no one in my family ever became a physician. I'm a little bit different. So I just said one day I'm going to be like, I went to, let's back up. I went to IIT. It's a big Illinois Institute of Technology, just like MIT. And so I went there for my master's in psychology. So and I never would have studied. I got there and I said, wow. I looked in. I'd never been in a white university. I said, well, what are the black folks there? He said, you're the only one here at this class. I said, okay. I said, wow, this is interesting. And he said, well, you got to get a B. I said, why? Because you want to be in graduate school, you got to get a B. I said, whoa, this is different. But anyway, I got all A's and B's from IIT. At that point, I was about to graduate. And I saw someone. I said, well, if he's a doctor, I can be a doctor. But I got to step to the University of Wisconsin for my PhD. I said, I don't want a PhD. I want an MD. So I went back, got all my pre-meds to go to medical school.
Oh, my.
So everybody thought I was crazy. The professor at IIT said, "You gonna be a doctor?" I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna be a doctor." He said, "If you're gonna step out by your Grey's Anatomy," I said, "Okay." I got accepted. Everybody backed off. I said, "Now I'm in medical school. It's like I'm going to take these challenges, to break through all these things." And I realized that's a deep force in me that most people make take a judgment. I know it's inside of me. So that's why I went back to medical school. No one did. I did all of this. I graduated before times, and I said, let me go to this way to become a psychiatrist because I like mind. I like energy. And so, yeah, my family thought I was a little crazy. They thought I was a little bit different, leave it like that. They thought I was different. So did a lot of people. That's one part of being responsible, Mr. Allen. You have to have the courage to be yourself. You have to have the courage to stand up and say, well, I am Mark Alyn, and I'm not judging you. You can't judge me. You understand? So when you have the courage to stand up, to individualize, to be truly who you are, then you're qualified to attract someone that you can be joyful with, happy with. You understand?
We're going to be taking a break in a moment, and I want to know if, in your opinion, Doctor, most people are happy with, thoughts of inflation and recession and political strife and people getting killed and murders and people snapping and walking into malls and shooting. And do you think the American people are happy? And if not, what can they do about it? I'm going to get that answer from you in just a couple of moments. I'm Mark Alyn, along with the insane Daryl Wayne. And we are here in Southern California, and as we record this, Daryl and I are considering building an ark because it is raining very hard here. Actually, as I say this, I'm looking out my window, and the sun is peeking through, but it's a little bit difficult. We're going to take a break. We want you to join us at latenighthealth.com. That's latenighthealth.com. I'm Mark Alyn, along with Dr. Paul Hanna and the insane Daryl Wayne. We will be back. Don't go away. Recently, I met Jacqueline from Bright here in Los Angeles. She gave me a hearing exam and then showed me how to hear again with the new Signia Pure Series hearing aids, and she can give you your life back too. I hear birds chirping, birds cooing, and even my wife. They easily connect to my smartphone. The Signia hearing aids are amazing, and with the charge and go, I don't have to fiddle with batteries and hear all day long. Not hearing is frustrating for you and your family. I know you don't have a problem, but trust me, call Bright Here now for a free hearing exam, a $125 value, yours free, just for making an appointment now. There are offices throughout the Los Angeles area. Call Bright Here now at 323-424-7100. That's 323-424-7100 for a free hearing exam. There's no obligation. Call now, 323-424-7100, or visit them on the web at brighthere.com. Late Night Health is proud of our partnership with the EBC, the Evolutionary Business Council. Check them out at ebcouncil.com.
You're listening to Late Night Health with Mark Alyn. The show continues in a moment. If you're listening to Late Night Health right now, you're part of the growing target of baby boomers we're serving. Hi, I'm Daryl Wayne, producer of Late Night Health, inviting you to join the Late Night Health family. If you have any business targeting the growing boomer market, Late Night Health is the ideal advertising vehicle for you. From vitamins to insurance, alternative health to Western-style medicine, Late Night Health caters to the growing population of those over 40 years old. This vibrant demographic has expendable income to fight aging, purchase travel, take care of aging parents, or just have fun. Find out about the advertising opportunities with Late Night Health. Call us at 805-391-0308. That's 805-391-0308, or email us at info@latenighthealth.com. That's info@latenighthealth.com. Join Late Night Health as we empower people to take charge of their own health care. Call now at 805-391-0308. That's 805-391-0308.
Sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Words are a critical aspect of success. How you get your point across is a crucial part of what makes anything sell. So do it right and hire a writer. Whether it's articles, blog posts, technical writings, website content, product descriptions, or ghostwriting anything from a novel to a nonfiction book about your navel, contact Servet Hassan. If you want it to sell, write it right. Email Servet at servet@servethassan.com.
Late Night Health continues. I'm Mark Alyn, along with the insane Daryl Wayne. Our guest is a wonderful man. I'm just going to guess that he's all about love. His name is Paul L. Hannah. He's a medical doctor. He's a psychiatrist, and much, much more. The name of the book is Remembering Qualities of Your Soul, Joyfully Living Your Godself. I asked the doctor before our break if he thought people in the United States, and maybe throughout the world, are happy right now.
And the question I answered, no, they're not happy. Very easy, because most people, you look at the commercials now, you know, the last one for the holidays, they say he or she went to Jared, they gave me this ring, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy. So no human being can make you happy. Happiness is an internal state of affairs. We have been taught for the last 200 or 300, whatever the years, to look outside for happiness. Big mistake. You can have a joyful connection, experience, relationship with someone, but happiness is internal. Happiness is an inner cultivation. Happiness is an inner responsibility from the divine side. Sensation is with another person. Joyfulness is with another person. But not happiness. So the one reason why we don't have this happiness is because I can go two ways. We've been afflicted with the conformity. We want to conform to some status, something, and that conformity doesn't match your true nature. You conform. Some people do it to their family. You know that sometimes your family member's not correct, but rather than doing the thing, you conform to that. That causes inner pressure inside. Do you have the courage, the confidence, creativity to be who you are? No, people conform.
When somebody comes in to see you as a physician, as more than a physician, as a holistic physician, as you described yourself, and maybe they have an overwhelming health issue of some kind,
Mm-hmm.
should they still be happy?
No. The question is not a should. The question is, what is it that they desire? What is it that they're willing to work on? Because if they don't feel they deserve happiness, or know about happiness, they're not happy. So the question is, ask them when they come in, I'm already reading, I'm already assessing, I'm already connecting. What is it that you desire? Sometimes they tell you what you expect to hear. They say, "Whoa, you're a totally different doctor." I say, "I know, I'm not playing the routine question. I just want to know what it is that you desire. What brings you to my office?" You have many reasons for coming to my office. You can say it's physical, but I can also deal with the physical, the mental, and the spiritual all in one. A lot of times it might be a spiritual reason why you see me that causes the physical problem. So what's going on in your emotional body, your energetic body that's affecting, let's say, your liver? We know the liver is the seat of your sight, but also the seat of your anger. So anger can cause this hypertension. Also, fear can cause hypertension. So which one dominates your life? Is it the fear or is it anger? They say, "Oh, wait a minute." I say, based on what I see on your skin, I think it's anger. How you say that? Because I'm reading you. I see you. So it's not in the books, but I can guarantee you what I see on you, you've easily flipped off. I said, you use a foreign language, right? I mean, you curse people's eyes. I said, you use a foreign language? They said, how do you know that? I said, I'm looking at you. So some physician treat everybody with the same medication that present with hypertension. That's wrong because the cause is wrong. You have to look at the cause to help that. So you have to ask the person, what brings you to my office? And I go from that, sir. And I go to get to.
So how, if somebody comes in and they have high blood pressure?
Yes.
Okay. How would you help them and reduce their blood pressure?
Well, that's 2 days away. First, we could do the obvious routine thing. You got to do a physical. You got to do the blood work. You got to do the assessed diet. Now, not just physical diet, but also the emotional diet. Okay, your mental diet. What are you thinking about all the time? What part of the day are you happy? Are you joyful? Are you frustrated? Because we know when you're angry, you constrict the blood vessels. When you're joyful and happy, they dilate. Mm-hmm. So I do a diet evaluation of what they eat, what they drink, what they think, what they believe. That's 4 different evaluations of their diet. You got a healthy thought process. How do you handle your health? You have all those things make a difference in regards to how you approach that person, bring it back to a holistic whole. Not just give me a physical, your blood pressure is up. Because we know if your diastolic pressure, the bottom one, is high. It's high. When you're below 55 years old, I mean, you're more prone to have some real serious problems. Past 55 is the higher one, the systolic. So we have to look at how this person eat. Do they exercise? What they think? It's important.
Getting back to being happy, because I think love and happiness is what your book is all about.
It is. It's right. Having. Do you see a lot of people have the wrong idea about a physician? They want the physician to make them happy. The physician cannot make them happy. They can help them more motivated to take care of themselves, to be responsible for themselves. Are you willing to be responsible? As I said, Mark, who can breathe for you? No one can breathe for you. No one can sleep for you. You got to do it yourself. I can teach them with receptivity. Everything in this planet is based on a receptivity and penetration. The baby, a human being, is made from a receptive penetration. If you want to plant something, the ground must be made soft to plant the seeds. They must be receptive to hear something different in their heart, and they want to do something different. No receptivity, you have nothing.
In your own personal life, your own family, does your family accept this?
Some of them, some no. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm dealing with a world of sensation. You got to be aware of that. Some people are receptive. Yes. No, no, no. It's too much up to like, you mean give them eating this food? I say, yeah, give it up. No, no, no. I can't do it. That's a family tradition. You got to go through all of those things, but you have to respect every soul have a free will and choice. You can't spiritually violate that. You can only get educated about it, but you can't violate it. I give all the information documenting what this does, but the sensation, the taste, the smell, and the socialization overrules that. So you got to get people connected with you to believe that there's a different way out. We know that you can change things with diet and believe it. Mm-hmm.
Do you, if somebody comes in and has extraordinarily high blood pressure, do you put them on meds and then try to wean them off, or?
If they're on hospital, but you got to make sure they're not going to have a stroke or a heart attack. Otherwise, you send them to the emergency room. But other than that, it's high. And I know they tell me with diet, how they're eating, and we can start working on that right away. They come in and say, I want to change this. Because we know we can treat it with proper change in diet, attitude, exercise, and belief system can change that, can bring that down.
Last night, we decided to have a vegan meal, and it was we had Indian food. It was delicious. And,
yes.
I try to eat plant-based at least once a week. We eat a lot of chicken and fish because I just think it's healthier, and stay away from the red meats. We are out of time, but I really would like to have you come back. Will you come back and chat with us again?
I'm more than happy to, yes. Just like more than happy to. I'd be excited to come back to see you and both you and I'm calling Mr. Wayne and you. Okay, I'm doing it like that. Okay.
You can call him insane, because that's what he's the insane Daryl Wayne. Listen, doctor, we are out of time. The name of the book: Remembering Qualities of Your Soul, Joyfully Living Your Godself. We'll have Dr. Hannah back with us soon, because I think he has a great message, and it helps heal people and hopefully the planet. Doctor, have a great day. You're welcome. Hold on. This is Late Night Health. We'll be back in just a couple of moments. Take it away, Daryl.